Long before sunrise, while the rest of Delhi sleeps, the narrow alleys of Chandni Chowk are already humming with life. Under a canopy of tangled wires and chaotic street traffic, an 18-year-old named Anant Sharma stands in a cramped, humid kitchen, casually crushing cardamom and kneading dough for his family's restaurant. Looking at him, you would never guess he recently scored the 8th highest rank in the entire country on the JEE Advanced, one of the hardest engineering entrance exams on the planet. He didn't use expensive tutors or coaching centers. He mastered thermodynamics and complex calculus at table number 4, right between the lunch and dinner rush. When he arrives at the imposing stone campus of IIT Delhi, the contrast is sharp. He is a young man whose grace comes from daily yoga and helping his parents, thrust into a hyper-competitive, high-pressure academic machine. The other students are obsessed with test scores and future salaries. When a classmate asks him for his secret study methods, Anant's answer is simple. He explains that he simply followed his curiosity. He found patterns in mathematics beautiful, and chemistry felt like cooking. He studies for the sheer joy of learning, not to crush the competition. Anant is the perfect, wholesome academic underdog, a grounded genius content with a simple, linear life of family and code. During freshman orientation, the university director singles Anant out, asking why he chose IIT Delhi over the globally renowned program at IIT Bombay. Anant answers clearly into the microphone. He stayed in Delhi so he could go home every weekend and help his father cook. Success to him is hollow if he can't share it with his family. But as he leaves the stage, something catches his eye. Tucked behind a curtain is a battered poster for Ankahi, the university's dramatic society. Later that week, after easily dismantling complex algorithms at the coding club, Anant makes a quiet detour to the campus theater. Standing at the back of the auditorium, he watches the student actors perform. For a mind that has spent years organizing the world into rigid mathematical proofs and predictable code, this is entirely new territory. He watches people communicate truths using nothing but their voices and bodies, and feels a sudden, undeniable friction. He watches a scene about rural farmers facing a drought, and feels a level of empathy that a datasheet could never produce. He realizes that while science and algorithms solve the technical problem of the drought, only storytelling can make the world care enough to look at the people suffering through it. Intrigued, Anant raises his hand and asks to join. The seniors challenge him on the spot. Having never acted a single day in his life, he is pushed onto the stage under the harsh lights and told to deliver a 2-minute impromptu monologue. He doesn't try to act. He simply closes his eyes and retrieves a memory. He describes his father's restaurant, the curled edges of Bollywood posters, the smell of fresh parathas, and the rhythm of tossing dough. He uses no dramatic voice modulation or practice gestures, yet the entire hall goes completely, breathlessly silent. The students don't just hear his words, they can practically smell the spices and feel the heat of the Chandni Chowk kitchen. Anant possesses a rare stage presence that has nothing to do with training. He has the ability to project an honest memory with enough clarity to hold a room hostage. Once the auditorium clears out, the veteran theater seniors, Aisha and Vivek, are left standing in the quiet, visibly shaken by what they just witnessed. Vivek, who has spent his entire life around the stage, recognizes exactly what happened. Anant possesses a level of presence that allows him to command belief completely and effortlessly. Vivek issues a quiet warning to the rest of the team. The boy who walked in aiming to be a software engineer is a once-in-a-generation phenomenon. Whether Anant plans for it or not, the global stage will eventually claim him. The real danger is his total lack of ambition. While others fight for the spotlight, the light seems to find him automatically. While the seniors debate his future in the shadows of the theater, Anant walks back to his dorm and calls his father. He is blissfully unaware of his own gravity, happily telling his parents about his new hobby, firmly anchoring himself in the familiar, ordinary world of his childhood. Pay close attention to the details of this story. This heartwarming introduction is a setup, a deliberate narrative mask covering something much darker. Around chapter 30, the narrative completely fractures. The heartwarming underdog story descends into a reality of psychological horror, high-stakes geopolitical maneuvering, and advanced technological warfare. He is destined to become the most terrifying entity in this universe, a figure known as the Chakravartin Samrat, the absolute god of acting. The humble student from Chandni Chowk has essentially vanished. In his place, a massive, hidden entity is beginning to stir.